a woman of 800 million years. Guys, today I want to tell you a story that is really interesting and crazy. A woman has been discovered whose body is healthy but is 800 million years old. Stay with me and I will blow your brains out. While working in a coal mine at depths of more than 17 meters, a miner from Carnaval discovered marble sarcophagus, a mysterious coffin inside which lay a young woman with a beautiful face and completely healthy. The discovery of an 18 million year old corpus of a woman along with something similar to a mobile phone from a mine created an unanswered mystery in the public mind. It should be said that the face of this woman's corpus was still beautiful and clear after many years. Russian scientists claim to have discovered a woman in a complete marble sarcophagus that is 800 million years old. In September 1969, a very strong cemetery was discovered in the village of Razavik, Tisosego, in the district of Komarovo, while working in a coal mine which was located at the depths of more than 70 meters. The miner Karnavahovo discovered a marble coffin. In the Saranara, all work was ordered to stop. Immediately, the coffin was brought to the surface and the workers began to open it by prying at the edge of its putti and fossil. Not so much because of the blows, but because of the heat of the sun. The putti watered in a fluid, and this was a shock to all who saw it. Inside the coffin was filled with pink and blue crystal clear liquid, and in it was a thin, extremely beautiful woman who seemed to be about 30 years old. Had a beautiful European face and was stained with big and white blue eyes. His face was dark brown and he had a pale undertone at his waist. He had wavy hair and soft, white hands with short, neat nails. He was wearing a white shirt that was just below the knee. Short sleeves were embroidered with colorful flowers. She had no underwear on and it looked like she was not dead but asleep. On his head was a rectangular metal box with a round shape at the end, which was approximately something like a cell phone, from about 10 to 25 centimeters. After about 10 to 15 hours, the coffin was opened for all to see and all the people of the village came to see it. However, in less than 24 hours, the mysterious find was reported to center. The fire department and the military all confirmed the discovery at 2 p.m. The day a helicopter landed and the site was filled with the spectators, the authorities closed the site and quarantined everyone whose had touched the case, even those standing near it. This story is told among the village, and yet few people believe it. When you look deep into this story, you notice some strange details. According to eyewitness, this is what happened. The coffin was transferred to the helicopter. but the lead was too heavy, so they decided to make it easier to carry by throwing away the liquid. And after removing the liquid from the coffin, the body turned black in front of everyone's eyes. Then the liquid was poured again, and the blackness quickly disappeared. Then after a minute, his cheeks reddened again, and the remains of the lifeless corpse turned to their original form. The casket was closed and another helicopter was dispatched to carry the remains. 5 days later, an early professor from Novosibirsk reported the preliminary results of his laboratory findings. The professors said that discovery returned their understanding of history upside down. The Soviet scientists published their findings. The scientific world was shocked. According to this professor, the age of corpus is about 800 million years. A woman's age is more than the coal mine itself. He was buried with coal around his coffin. Even by evolutionary historical standards, this disproves Darwin theories of evolution. Were humans the last arts of evolution on Earth earlier than the coal age? He claims 65 and 800 million years ago, or did coal not from as early as 65 or 800 million years ago, but more recently it was formed during New Age. To save the theory of evolution, some suggested that there must be an alien. But genetic analysis of the woman's body showed an identical resemblance to modern humans. Today, we are like our ancestors 800 million years ago. There has been no evolution. The theory of parallel worlds implies that we humans each have counterparts who are exactly like us and are living in other worlds. This discussion implies that maybe this woman is living in the world right now and died 800 million years ago and is watching this video on the same phone. Boom! The material of the fabric from which this dress was made is not subject to scientific analysis, and the equipment that produces such materials does not exist to body, and a complex special fibers with the series of advanced materials were used in it. It is not pulp. IBLI distinguish the composition and the pink and blue liquid, but only some of these components can be identified. The professor didn't say anything about the metal box, except that he just studied it. The level of civilization at the time of this woman was probably much more advanced than ours, perhaps because there was a mobile-like object next to her. Well, it was really strange, but if you want to enjoy more, watch the next How Come videos. Thank you guys, goodbye.